Hello and welcome to another episode of Go-To Tech Reviews. Today we're going to be doing some more benchmarking on another AAA title. This time it's going to be Star Wars Battlefront. So let's jump right in and see what we got. So before I get started, I just wanted to let you know why I'm doing this one instead of the Doom one. I really couldn't get Doom to work very well. The frame rates were so extremely low. The only way to really play it was in VGA, which is just not going to work. So I highly recommend that you have a 2 GB video card, dedicated video card, so you can use the Vulkan API. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Plus it was super unstable on the iGPU, and I would get crashes and it just didn't work super well. But anyways, so we're actually going to take a look at Star Wars Battlefront here. And one thing I wanted to mention before we get into the gameplay is one thing I like to do with the Intel HD 530 graphics is any game that I start testing, I always test at 1080p with all the settings set low, and then I kind of just adjust from there to kind of see where an optimal spot is. So the first thing you'll see is 1080p with low settings on Star Wars Battlefront. Alright, so there's the results for Star Wars Battlefront. So at 1080p with all those settings, you saw that we were hovering in the high teens and sometimes get up into the low mid-20s and would dip low into the 15-14 range. I just don't find that very playable. So what I did was I just adjusted it down with low settings still on 720p. And from there, we saw that we could get, mid-30s on average. Sometimes going up into the 40s and sometimes dipping a little bit below 30. But I found this to be pretty acceptable for gameplay. And on the larger TV, which we were testing this on, it was a 58-inch screen TV, surprisingly, the 720p looked pretty okay. Definitely playable. It's definitely doesn't have all the eye candy going on there, but it's definitely playable, and you could get by with it. I was comfortable playing through a whole round. Now, granted, I didn't do multiplayer where, I can't remember how many people play at once. I think it's like 20. I don't know exactly how that would affect things. I would imagine that it would probably dip a little further down. But I think there was enough room there on 720p low that you could probably do it. But especially one player, the mid-30s was perfectly acceptable for playing, and yeah, it'll get you by. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter for the latest news and happenings and seeing what my latest projects are. And you can support me by using the Patreon link below and using the Amazon affiliate links below as well. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.